On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You can look at the defense for these Texans. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Faking the handoff. Howell sliding out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Now Howell. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Washington going to send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Shifts by him. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Pierce now up the middle. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Play action. Here's Stroud. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Going for it with Pierce. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
No, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. Powell. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
2nd and 1 from the 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Powell down to throw it. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Commanders 7, Texans nothing.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come June. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. That's complete. It's Collins. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Taking a shot for Dell here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, They're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here, 1st and 10. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Here's Stroud. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Texans at 9-2 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down right away at the 39-yard line. Stroud will look to throw once more. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 2nd and a couple. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll roll him out right. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Second down, Howell back to pass. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Howell. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. And after all that, they're going to start out with unbelievable field position on the return. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Howell. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, old momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side.
And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Kalijah Cansey in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Alert! Alert! Here's Ryan! Go!
Pierce will try to pick it up. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Let's go now.
Now Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Texans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Play action. Stroud now taking a shot for down here. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get three, and take some momentum into the locker room. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. And Howe will throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Howe, he'll look to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. A big rush by the Texans, and they block it.
A terrific punt block, and that has to set them up in a position to try and get more points, don't you think, this time frame?
Absolutely, and what a momentum booster that could be into the lockers.
Oh, without a doubt. They score here, they sprint into the locker room, feeling really, really good about themselves.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Stroud working out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Huge play for the defense. What a turn of events. They get the fumble return for a touchdown, the last play of the first half.
And how about the defense providing a score, amping up not just themselves, but the entire team as they head into the locker room.
And does that change the locker room speech at half?
There shouldn't be much of a speech necessary now. They've got things going their way.
So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Ooh, the juke. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Looking to speed things up here, run with some tempo. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Delivers another one to Pierce. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the block punt and convert it into 6 points. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing here, Howell. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards there and a Washington first. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd down, Howell now. It's a short one here, complete. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. What a rough time for a turnover there. They give it away on their first possession of this 2nd half.
And what makes it worse, Brandon, is that they've already given away the lead in this quarter on the touchdown drive a minute ago. Now they run the risk of really falling behind unless their defense can bail them out a little bit. They'll be cheering for him hard from the sidelines.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. That's complete to Dell. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Play action. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Stroud sets up the play action. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Noah Fant from 10 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Stroud to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now they're in the hurry-up. In motion, the tight end.
Check smash, check smash. Go check, go check.
Pierce is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Stroud completes this out wide. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Played like some shit, boy.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Powell. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 36 yards on the play. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Powell now to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
36. Commanders 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Point after here coming up.
I can't give anybody care. I lose this time.
And this is back to a 5-point game.
Next to score, Texans 36. Commanders 31.
Come on.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
What's that? What's that?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Stroud out of the gun here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Stroud off the play fake. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Here goes Stroud again. Eluding the pressure right.
I overthrew this shit, bro. Come the fuck on. I threw 5 interceptions. You kidding me?
Gotta get the football at the 37-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked out 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Do that shit.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Texans are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Yeah. Everything better now. I'm not winning.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff for Pierce. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. And quickly they get to the line.
I hope you not.
Stroud now on 2nd down. Taking a shot for Dell here. And that's going to be
dropped it.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know time. Oh, well,
That's
he was there.
closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. First and 10, it's Stroud. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Give to Pierce. 56 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Touchdown, Texans. Touchdown reception. And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Complete to number 6.
Boy, nobody care about you getting mad, nigga.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
That's my
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off play action. It's Howell. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Kalijah Kancey in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Howell to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
4th down, Howell, desperation time. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Okay.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 44 yards. And the Texans are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Get off of me. Hey, get off of me. I'm gonna beat you up. I'm gonna beat you up, son. Get off me. Can you move, bro?
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Say uh-oh. You always say uh-oh. Uh-oh. Say it. Excuse me.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play action. Stroud now. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they